Just what I needed, a cold juice and a hot sauna.
I had an idea you'd want to be fortified for the day.
Oh. You were right. Trial starts again at 10. After yesterday, it's going to be a long session.
You said yesterday didn't go well.
Not for the prosecution. Jake managed to discredit certain of our witnesses.
So, Robert, does that mean that Grant might get off?
Over to the final verdicts in one bad day never really determines the outcome.
And then Grant could be convicted.
I think when the dust settles, he will be, depending, of course, whether our DA handles the whole case with a certain amount of skill.
Well, you always said he was brilliant.
He is, but Jake's good. He hasn't missed a trick.
Well, at least Grant is going to be getting the best possible defense.
No, of course he's getting the best possible defense. Then, how's Celia bearing up?
Not very well. If what happened yesterday was any sort of an indication.
What was that?
Well, Jimmy Lee invited her
Yeah.
over to his house for lunch.
Mm-hmm.
And she almost went. I mean, at least she accepted.
What do you mean she almost went?
Well, I managed to talk her out of it. Eventually, she decided not to go.
What'd you say?
I told her what I thought, that Jimmy Lee is like a vulture, just waiting to move in on her. And besides that, the press would have jumped to all sorts of conclusions.
Well, apparently, she must have agreed with you.
Yeah, well, I was pretty firm with her at first. It just shows how vulnerable she is at the moment, though.
Well, that's not going to make my job any easier.
Your job?
Mm-hmm. My job. I promised Grant that if he was to go to prison, that I would endeavor to look after Celia. I'm going to need your help on that one.
Well, of course. All Celia's friends are going to have to help her.
I agree, including the Quartermains.
Well, one of them at least.
Who?
Monica. Seems that when the chips are down, she's the only friend Celia has in that family.
I mean, our relationship was just starting to take on dimension.
Was it really?
Well, why don't you let me give you a massage right now, and I'll show you.
Oh, Leo, I'm all a tingle.
Well, then, shall we go?
Oh, I'd adore it.
Oh, don't tell me you're losing your touch.
Now, whatever gave you that idea?
Just a thought.
Well, you thought wrong, Holly.
Oh, well, I'm relieved. Come to think of it, though, I haven't seen Sylvia at this bar in days. Could she be avoiding you?
I sincerely hope not. That would break my heart.
Oh, that would be a shame. I know how sensitive you are.
Yeah, well, sensitivity is my stock in trade.
Well, of course. As a masseur, it would be. Speaking of massages, I was looking in your appointment book, and you have some free time this afternoon.
Well, I haven't really checked.
Well, I have, and I was hoping you could fit me in.
You want a massage?
Yes, assuming the idea appeals to you, too.
Well, yeah, it appeals to me. In fact, I'd be delighted.
Good.
This afternoon, then?
This afternoon. Yes, Sylvia Whitby, please. This is Holly Scorpio. Oh, I see. Could you tell me where she's having lunch? They're at the Greenhouse restaurant. Okay. No message. Thank you very much. Hey, Sherlock.
Yeah.
I was wondering if you're free to have lunch with me.
Yeah, sure, that'd be great.
Good, because Sylvia and her husband are eating at the Greenhouse restaurant. I want to keep an eye on them.
Yeah, sure thing.
Okay, so I'll ask a volunteer to come around and take over the boutique, and we'll leave about noon. Is that okay?
All right, I'll be there. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Good.
Looking forward to it.
Good.
We interrupt our musical program to bring you this news bulletin. Here in Port Charles, the trial of Grant Andrews has now moved into its second day.
Aren't you having a good time?
Oh, yes, of course, Josh. Why do you say that?
Oh, nothing.
Actually, I really like to talk to Sylvia, but not in front of her husband.
Maybe you'll go to the men's room.
You are brilliant.
I am?
Mm-hmm. It's perfect, the men's room. And I know exactly how to make sure that is where he goes.
Don't you just love your salad, dear? It's made entirely of organic material.
Oh, Holly, you startled me. Oh, sorry, I want to make this fast.
What is it?
Well, it's a very delicate situation, and I assure you I have your interest at heart, but a friend of mine is interested in Leo, or should I say, very interested.
And?
Well, I wouldn't want to encourage her if I wasn't sure that your romance with him was over.
My dear Holly, it was never a romance.
Oh, what was it?
A perfectly harmless flirtation. And I mean harmless. After all, I am a married woman.
Oh, of course.
But if I may speak quite frankly,
Oh, please do.
I tell my friend not to get involved with Leo in any way. He's not a nice man.
Are you speaking from experience?
Well, that really doesn't matter. Let's just say I know that he is definitely bad business.
Well, thank you. I appreciate your advice. I'll make sure to warn my friend. I was just wondering if that... No, I shouldn't really ask you about that.
Ask whatever you wish.
Well, the other day I was in Benny's, and I just happened to recognize some of your jewelry pawned.
Oh, why would you ever think that had anything to do with Leo? I can explain pawning some of my jewels. Pawning them temporarily, I might add.
You don't have to explain, really.
Well, but I want to. Actually, I inherited those pieces from an aunt, and I never really cared for them. And then recently, I was offered an opportunity to make a very good investment, but of course I needed cash. And suddenly it struck me that since I didn't like the jewels, why not use them to get the cash I needed? It's as simple as that.
I would have thought that your husband would have given you the cash for an investment.
Well, obviously you don't know him. He's of the old school. Women should leave money matters entirely to their husbands.
What would he do if he found out?
Probably kill me.
You know, Holly, this pleases me.
Oh, what does?
Working on you. I'm really glad you came out and asked for this.
Isn't that how most of your customers ask you?
Yeah, but some of them are so coy about it. I detest coy women. I mean, if they want a sensuous massage, all they have to do is come out and ask for it. How's my touch, okay?
You're doing fine, Leo. Just as long as you behave yourself.
Behave. I don't give too much thought to behaving, just giving pleasure. Women have needs, you know.
For what?
For my special services. I'm sure you're no exception.
Oh, really?
Yeah, well, I know a police commissioner's wife. Must be neglected. A lot of lonely hours to fill.
Other women have hours to fill, too. How about Sylvia?
What about her?
Well, she just seems awfully scared of coming into the spa lately. I wondered if you had any ideas of why.
No? You know, you have a beautiful back. Just like a woman in a Botticelli.
Speaking of Sylvia,
Must we?
I was wondering if you'd maybe made any suggestions of investments to her lately.
Investments? Hardly.
Well, are you sure? I mean, when you're massaging her, you must talk about all sorts of things.
Yeah, but I can assure you investments aren't one.
What do you talk about?
Oh, this and that, everything, nothing. I don't remember. Look, do we have to talk about Sylvia?
You don't want to talk about Sylvia?
Well, when I have you on the table, Holly, I don't even want to think about another woman.
But you and Sylvia were so close.
Look, Holly, can't we concentrate on you? Okay? Quite frankly, all this talk about my customers is tiring.
Sorry.
Okay. Roll over. That's it. Now just move a little bit to your right, okay? There. That's perfect. Okay, now just relax. Do not interrupt.
Oh, I'm sorry. There's a phone call from Mrs. Scorpio.
Okay, well, look, just take a message and she'll get back to him.
Oh, it's urgent.
It's okay, Josh. I'll take it.
Holly, you haven't finished your massage yet.
Oh, that's too bad. I was enjoying it so much.
Look, next time, just stay outside until I call you in, all right?
Hey, okay, sorry. No problem. You mean to disturb you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
Next time, Holly. Next time.
Monica, join me in some papaya. It's delicious.
Oh, well, thank you.
Miss Beatrice Latour?
Excuse me, Holly, I have to go.
But you just got here.
Yes, I know.
No, what's going on?
I've no idea. It obviously meant something to Monica, though. She just got here, and a messenger came and gave something to Beatrice. And then she ran out right away.
What you guys won't do for a spot of excitement.
Oh, there's no end to it. Oh, tell me what happened with the trial.
We have to talk about it here.
No, not really. I just locked up. So where do you suggest?
How's about the sauna?
Oh, you said the magic word. Do you know what my idea of sheer heaven is?
I haven't the imagination to think.
It's this. Lovely wine, the sauna, beluga caviar.
Didn't I make the list this year?
Sorry, darling. Yes, of course you did.
Thank you.
I was so relaxed I forgot. How did the trial go today?
DA made some good decisive points.
Significantly?
Yeah, tomorrow will be the decisive day.
What's going to happen tomorrow?
Testimony which will discredit Grant's rather weak alibis.
Who's scheduled to testify?
Now, come on. I can't discuss DA tactics with you. That's official business.
Have you forgotten our pact?
What pact?
What a fleeting memory you have, darling. Don't you remember? Any confidences shared in this sauna remain sacred.
We agreed to that.
Yes, we did. Anything you say will not leave this room.
Well, you remind me. Now, how's that? Feel good?
It's wonderful.
Yeah?
You know,
Really good?
Maybe
Good.
you missed your true calling, you know? Yeah. You do this better than a professional yourself.
You mean better than that lech at the spa, or old Curiosity Fingers, or whatever they call him?
Much better.
Huh?
And safer.
You think I'm safe? Do you?
No, actually, and I'm glad you're not. Got any more caviar?
Oh, yeah. Your every wish, madame. Here.
So much.
Here, dig out.
Do you know how I like sweet caviar? I mean, it has to be very good
A
caviar.
biscuit?
I don't know. I don't like it on a biscuit.
What do you want to do?
I like to eat it
Out of my hand?
off the man that I love.
Really? How much of this stuff have we got? Is there any more in the fridge?
It's a good job we have that packed, though, isn't it?
You mean about everything in here being private and all, yeah?
Right. Everything we do definitely needs to be private.
Right. Well, give me that. Right.
Hey, don't stop.
What?
I said don't stop, Robin.
I was thinking about something.
So was I.
Well, apart from that, something just... Well, I was thinking about Grant.
Oh, what about him?
Well, you can't help feeling sorry for the poor bloke.
I do. But now?
Well, here he is, stuck in the local slammer, eating that terrible chow down there. I mean, Must be pretty rough on him.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, especially after the day. I mean, things didn't go too well. Tomorrow's going to be even worse.
Robert, I know what you're saying. And believe me, I have an awful lot of sympathy for him, but may I just make one suggestion?
Well, what?
That just for 1 or 2 hours, we don't talk about Grant or the trial, or the other Grant,
Starting from now.
right now.
Oh, I think we can arrange that.